Hello, and welcome to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today there's still a huge number of 10-star quests to do. I don't know which I want to do, but if this is Volstrax I have to do it because it's only there occasionally, so I have to make sure that I get that quest finished. But not this one. There's multiple versions of the quest, which is kind of silly. Rajang is something in this game. It's very different. I love Shigar Magala. I haven't fought a Brachydios in a while. Yeah, Volcanic Hollow is not fun, but yeah. I think Brachydios it is. Explosive Pompadour. Okay. Interesting reason. I should have accepted the quest. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't forget to eat, and I didn't. I don't know if I fought a high-rank Brachydios. So I think there's a real chance that this will be rough. Because it probably has new moves. What? So, voodoo that you do. What? Just a weird character. Okay. Cool drink. I'm gonna guess the Brachydios is probably in the bottom section. So, that's where I'll go. That tunnel of heat looks pretty silly. Yeah, start here. Start at the very bottom. Mostly because this is where it would be most frustrating to fight it. And so, might as well check here first. But it's... I kind of forgot about Brachydios for a little while. In terms of, like, punching themed monsters. I feel like it is very punchy, but it's also not. I kind of wish it punched more, because it does a lot of punching the ground and not as much like horizontal punching as it could have. The only reason I would want that is just there's no like, I don't think there's any monsters that feel like they're boxers. And like visually, Brachydios is set up sort of like a boxing guy, but they don't really fight that way, I think. I guess they do a lot. They do a lot of charging at you and punching. It's just such a large amount of it involves punching the ground. I got the sword out at least. That it kind of takes away from that boxer, the potential boxing aesthetic. I think it's also the case that the explosives... What was that animation? What happened? Is something bugged? Maybe not bugged, but... Do they not set up a proper animation for that? To loop when it just stands there? That was weird. Oh, I was hoping to land on the other side, but that's fine. It's a good roar. It actually saves time. Oh, that was close. I almost got away. Oh, danger. This is a terrible place to be fighting any monster. This is not a good zone. It has lava and it's tiny. The lava takes up such a large portion of the area. Oh, I didn't think he'd be able to reach me. I do like the horn. It's kind of interesting as like a bonus facet of its design. Ooh, that was weird. I don't think I was rolling forwards there. I thought I was side hopping. I'm about to get blasted. This tail swing's not the best. It's still mostly just a generic. It's slightly different, but... Okay, just give me the item. It's... What kind of targeting was that? Was it... Do they actually... Most of the time it doesn't seem like they actually aim where you're moving. They aim at you. So... But that actually, like, preempted where I was moving. Which is not how it normally works, which was why it was so confusing. This is bad. Pretty sure I don't have extra max potions, so I can't use them to heal. At this stage. I could maybe use it if I'm desperate, but... I don't really think the tail cut is very valuable. It's a tail cut, there's parts, but from a beating the monster perspective, I don't think it helps. Where I think breaking its head might help a little. Though maybe it doesn't and it's just a placebo effect. Again, some of these monsters that burrow are really weird. It's really weird that it can burrow. That's fun. I kind of wish there was a mini Brachydios, like, version. Like, how Velociprey and Velocidrome and Cephalos and whatever, Cephadrome. All them. Like, a mini Brachydios that's like... not explosive, but it still has the punching. It didn't turn when I wanted it to there. That was unfortunate. Let me eat, please. Ooh, cool. It can actually jump in an attack like that. Most monsters don't bother. I thought. That's kind of cool. I'm not going to be able to climb this again. Yeah, it's not going to be possible to get up there while it's still here. Unless it gets trapped in a long animation. It's bad. I got greedy. That was questionable. Probably fine, just felt a little funny how that explosion is positioned. I can get hit right now, even though it can't see me. Oh, it didn't go far enough. Good. Really wish this game actually used line of sight with monsters. Like it couldn't attack you. Nope. What are you going that way for? I just want to be up there so I don't forget the tail. Camping. It actually does just spam this and never let you get up. That is actually tremendously lame. It takes 8 centuries to get into a position where it just missed, and then it jumps down. What is this game? Well, I got the item. That's the main reason I wanted to go up. It was a huge waste of time. Like, what? Oh. Realistically, I should have waited, fought at the bottom, and then gone up when it left, but I would have potentially forgotten to harvest the tail, so I felt the need to go up while it was still here before I could forget. It doesn't seem like it actually has anything interesting, though. Like, it doesn't seem like hard mode has added anything noticeably different. Like maybe some, bigger damage, but... Oh, okay, got lucky. Otherwise I was about to land between 2 explosions. Well, I could have finished right there. 2 more hits would have been doable. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it so far. Nothing has appeared different. Which feels like a waste. Maybe they didn't do that on every monster in the older games. I think in Sunbreak every monster had new attacks. At least in Master mode, and I think Master difficulty, Master rank. Oh, that last one stepped forward further, I thought. Nope. Greedy heal. Okay, it worked out. But it was greedy. I don't like this jumping. Nope. Oh, that was timed appropriately. Good. Nope. That one was not timed at all. Nope, that was impossible to escape. I probably should have just stayed on the ground. Well, I guess at this point I have to leave, which is really boring, but... I hate switching zones to heal. Because it's not interesting. It's artificial. And it's kind of... I mean, it's necessary sometimes, or at least it feels necessary sometimes. Because the alternative is running around for a while, hoping that it gives you a long enough opening to heal. And some monsters might just never give that. Which is why I'm a big fan of being able to move while healing. What was that? Does it actually do that first step not as an attack and just use it to maneuver? Because it looks like the first part is supposed to be an attack, but I can respect if it uses it purely as a maneuver, as like a pivot. Because that would be kind of interesting, and as a consequence of the pivot, it leaves goop, as opposed to it being an attack with the intent of leaving goop. Okay, that was close. It actually seemed like I almost wasn't going to get the jump I needed. Isn't that goop left by its horn? Or is it both of its arms? Because if left by the horn, it really feels like breaking that didn't do as much damage. That's fine. Except for the fact that almost comboed, but the breaking of the horn not impacting that goop attack is kind of lame. Though it probably makes sense. It's like it's the goop gland might be in its forehead. And so it directly oozes and breaking the outer shell. I hate Renoplos. And breaking the outer shell would not halt the ooze production. Except for the fact that it licks to put it on its fists. Which makes it less obvious. That was questionable as always. Cat, you're right beside the thing that would clear you of the blast. Just walk short distance. Oh, yep. Hey, that actually had a good hitbox. I didn't expect that. Visually, it looked like I was on the edge, but it felt like I should be outside. I'm surprised I didn't get exploded there. It's a pretty good roar. Better do it 3 times in a row. 4 times in a row. They're very proud of their roar. They're very proud of their voice. Limping? Good. Not a very polite thing to say. Various video games where you gotta say stuff that is... Or you can say stuff that's completely appropriate for the game, but incredibly not appropriate outside of them. I think the usual examples being, Crusader Kings and RimWorld. Yeah, it's kind of weird that the horn break doesn't affect that at all. No, I was too slow to roll. The goop exploded first. I hate that ability. I hate jumping off of ledges like that. I've never done it intentionally once. And the reason I hate it is because I've probably said it half a dozen times. It's the type of thing I hate because it's something that if you were a hunter, which isn't, it's nothing, it's meaningless, but if you were a hunter, you wouldn't do that accidentally. Which means that it's a control issue as opposed to it's an artificial control issue as opposed to anything else. Where if there was kind of like Sunbreak, if there was some sort of toggle for sliding down, for sliding on slopes instead of just walk slower, limit the speed so you don't slide via an option, I would be totally happy with that. And I would never allow rolling or jumping off of those. Just switch it off and never use it again, and it would be excellent. Okay, it should have to re-goop its fists soon. Probably a bit of an excessive heal. Or can it not re-goop that fist because I broke it? Pretty sure I saw that fist gooped more recently than... What? Must have done the annoying ledge jump there. Okay, that always steps way further than I expect. Like, so much further than I expect. Because it's not a step, it's like a leap. It suddenly leaps forward. Is this place hot? No, okay. Yep, I jumped too early. Anticlimactic. So I guess it doesn't recoup if you break the fist, which means it's probably best to break the fist, then break the tail. Or just break the fist if you don't really care about the parts from the monster. Because the tail is, I think the reach is shortened a bit, but... Oh, I don't know what to fight next. I don't really want to fight Volstrax if it shows up. So I'm gonna hope it doesn't, but if it does, I should fight it. I might be able to upgrade my switch axe, that is kind of bad. I'm pretty sure just pure raw is better than blast, but it looks so good. Oh, it's a great looking switch axe, but it's just not that great. What even? Yellow? Yep. I mean, I can upgrade it anyway. Though, 160 to 200 is pretty big. 200 attack is quite good. Which feels weird. Because this, even at level 5, I guess I can grind this one to get it to the 190. But this at level 4 has 200 raw. That one has 190 at level 5. They're the same tier. And it is a power file. It doesn't have the free sharpness though. It might be worth using for fun though. I need to eat. If I don't eat now, I'll forget. Now, what do I want to do? Please. Thank you. I'm gonna do this last. I can do one more and then do this, depending on timing. I hate Barry off. Devil Joe's slow. I like Shigara Magala, but I think I might do one of these. Yeah, let's do this. The first two should be quick, and then it's gonna be a Rathalos. Which means that I need to bring... I don't have enough space. Oh my goodness, I don't have enough space. Like I can bring flash bombs. I can't bring enough ingredients for flash bombs if I want to bring all of the combo books. You know what? I'll go with this set. Which should be fine. I'll be able to craft a bunch of flash bombs. And there should be nothing else wrong with it. Like, I can't craft max potions, but... it feels so... I know not being able to bring everything's an intentional limitation. You know, you gotta have some degree of scarcity, which... like, I prefer not being able to resupply infinitely. And playing Sunbreak, I basically never resupplied except for on, like, 1 or 2 hunts. Where I just didn't want to start over. But I wish I could just... I mean, the big thing is it's fixed the moment you don't need to bring combo books. Because 5 slots to not fail craft max potions is a lot of slots. Do you need to get that many slots filled? Maybe not. Do I as a person prefer to never fail crafting stuff? Yes. And it's the cost, benefit, all that. The cost of not failing is less inventory. Why not? Well, that's funny. If the Rathalos is here right away... Nope. Yeah, that white sharpness is not enough. There's so little sharpness on that. Oops, I missed. The explosion might hit though. I don't fight with the axe mode enough in this. Like, energy charge just makes it mostly irrelevant. Which is kind of boring. That was funny. It's also just so convenient that even if it is kind of boring, I can't switch. I have to stick with it. Good jump. Get over here. Step forward a little. Instead. Gotta love low tier monsters. I'm not even gonna bother trying to carve it. I won't have the space. I mean, I have more space in this setup than if I had max potions to craft, but it's still a waste of time. I don't need Velocidrome parts. Maybe I'll regret it in the future. I only have 4 paintballs. Shoot, I keep forgetting to adjust this set. Oh no, this, like, I don't know, half my sets have an issue of too few paintballs. Because I only have 4 on a bunch. Because they're set up to give space for the free paintballs, even though the stack limit of paintballs is like 99, so there was no reason to set it up at 4. I just assumed it had a stack limit of 8 when I started. Which was a mistake. It was clearly an error to have assumed that that was the stack limit. I just heard a flapping noise, I think, but maybe not. This is unfortunate. That first, the, whatever the other monster was, ran away super quickly from that zone in the top right, which is kind of bad luck. And I guarantee whichever monster it was, it's either Yen Gutku? Oh yeah, it now says what it was, which means that it was in that area. Which means it did fly above my head. It probably juked me and went right back up, is my guess. And if not, then checking there is not the worst. I can go here and then turn left. The nice forest sounds. They might not be audible. Maybe I should increase the volume of the game itself, but actually, yeah, that might be something I should do real quick. I'm gonna change it from -10 to -5 and hope that that's not too loud. Because I've remembered that I have no control over the volume of the game itself, really, outside of the in-game. Well, no, this one actually has the in-game settings. It's probably in the one area that I started at, or went to check before first, at the very beginning. No, now it's here. See? It's just avoiding me. Focusing its life on juking me. I don't even know what juke could have even come from. Whether it was just some one person, one group of people's reference, where the word could have even originated. I know I'm pretty sure it's used in hockey, but I don't imagine that that's where it originated. I was holding the button there, but whatever. Also, the Velocirome died without getting mounted. That's something I just realized, unless I misremembered. Or unless I am misremembering. Don't you dare, Thunderbug. Thank you, you didn't paralyze me. Rude. Yep, I figured I shouldn't go for the energy charge. Oh. I'm gonna die to a Yangaruga at this rate. It has infinite stamina because it's not relaxing for even a second right now. Did I say Yangaruga? Yankutku. Yangaruga would not be surprised if I died to it. Because that is a significantly more dangerous monster. I was greedy on the paintballs because I was restricted by the number. Now I might end up wasting a ton of time because of it, because I can't get the angle of where it's flying. I mean, it didn't fly this way, which means that it has to be up. Or to the right, I think. And that despawned, or got picked up by Palico. Right as I was about to pick it up. I don't know if Palicos pick stuff up off the ground. Ideally it's either here or to the right. If it's to the right, then I'll be close to where I assume the Rathalos would be. That zone change is very close. It's not nearly as far in as I thought it was. Not worth carving. Maybe it is worth carving, but I don't want to. You know what? I might not even do the egg hunt today, depending on how long this Rathalos takes. There it is. Okay, get flash bombs ready. It's not a Dread King, which means it's not just immune. I still hate that. You have to like always throw it behind you so that it doesn't shift slightly towards you. Oh yeah, it doesn't last very long. I need to remember. The knockdown doesn't actually last very long. The post-mount knockdown lasts a while. I'm gonna get hit, yep. Because putting the weapon away takes 8 years. Okay, I don't want to... Please no mount. Darn, I got the mount. Huge waste of time. Yeah, that feels unnaturally fast too. So it might not be that Diablos has a unnaturally fast one that it does sometimes. It could just be a lot of these some of these high rank monsters do that. It looks awful. Like, it looks really bad. Like, I think the unnatural, it's just unnatural speed. And not from a, oh, it's too fast for the monster's balance, nothing like that. Just, it doesn't look correct. I love how long it takes for the hunter to turn when you're pointing in a direction. I'm like, I have to wait till whatever animation they are doing is complete before they start to turn. And if I input to throw something, they will throw it before turning instead of turning before throwing, which is a real shame. If it turned and then threw because you input the turn first, it would be very nice. Maybe there would be negatives for that. I just need to be patient, but I hate being patient. Early tail cut. Actually, that was on a flash bomb, so actually that's not a bad tail cut. The standing up would be annoying post-mount if it was that quick, but since it wasn't a mount knockdown, it's fine. This is good. I'm not wasting time from a flash bomb knockdown. Kind of an interesting, to me it's an interesting game, like trying to manage mounting now versus trying to delay or hoping that it won't mount when they're down from the flash bomb to get as much time out of it as possible. It's probably not necessary, but it interests me. Okay, move. I hate that attack because it's so unnatural. It just goes in and boomerangs back. It looks so bad. Like, if they had it, I mean, I don't think any newer versions of Rathalos does that attack in that way, which there's a good reason it doesn't. Like, if it did the rush, poison, and then stayed there, that'd be fine. But the, like, tether back in this super unnatural way is really bad, I think. It's there for mechanical reasons, so you can't actually take advantage of the opening. Ooh, you can't take advantage of an opening. But I don't think it's a good... It just looks so bad every time. Tail. Forgot about the tail. The exclamation mark is very helpful. Makes it a lot easier to not forget. Okay. That's how it goes. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm not even doing the egg quest. That egg quest will take a long time. 2 eggs, not gonna be quick. Yeah, well, actually, no, I should check where it is. I think there's one map where a double egg quest would be really, really quick. But actually, no. I don't even think there is one map where a double egg quest would be quick. Because they would put artificial barriers that are not normally there that force you to travel further. So, best case scenario, one of the eggs will be quick, but I'm pretty sure there's 2, so. Oh, the classic. It turns, shoots me, and then I get punished by the fireball, so I don't have enough time to really take advantage of the opening. I got lucky that I fell off an edge, a ledge, but wrong direction. I am gonna sit here. I dislike actually ever having to deal with aerial Rathalos, which is kind of, I think, part of why Dread King is so annoying. The one time I fought it. Though, I mean, if I tried again, I really do think with a couple attempts I could beat Dread King. Even with what I had at the time. Before I gave up right after the first attempt. Timing out just feels terrible. Which makes it really hard to try again within any close timing. Proximity, but like time proximity. I get a dragon element if Rathalos is weak to dragon in this game. Which actually the Devil Joe had dragon element. Not much, I think, but it had it. Actually, some raw meat would be nice. That's good. Yes, I think another hunt will take too long. Even if it's a egg gathering. This egg gathering quest can take way longer than they have any right to. Definitely be able to finish the village. Ooh, 5 vault. Almost usable. As in, I don't know, halfway there. I think 10 is what I need, not 15. It's not enough, but it's progress. Though thinking about it, yeah, I should be able to get the village complete by, well, most of the village complete. Oops, wrong one. Most, these don't count. That's a nightmare. That's awful. If they're both in an arena at the same time, that is so bad. They're probably like absolutely boosted stats. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Herbivore eggs in the desert, I think, are theoretically the easiest. But they're not going to make it easy. I don't believe they would let you do it easily. So I'll leave that. I'll have to do it eventually, but there's going to be a trick to it, obviously. Otherwise it wouldn't be a 10-star quest. Yeah, what was it, Devil Joe? Before Wilds, I will finish the village. I think I might have tried to say that. I might not have actually said it. But I think once I get that far... Yeah, no, not much dragon anyway. Once I get that far, I'm definitely not finishing master rank before then. And if I, like, when that's there, I will absolutely stop playing this to play through all of Wilds. It'll be good to take a break. I don't think I'll get through the hub in time without spending way more time without playing it enough that I would actually burn out and never want to play the game again. I would not finish before Wilds. Whereas if I take it slow, I can come back after Wilds or during content droughts where they're not adding new monsters for a while, which is what they should do. I don't think putting out too many too quickly would be a good idea. But if they start the game with enough, then it'll be fine. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. But 10-star village is underway. Approaching halfway? It should be pretty close to halfway, actually. Yeah, I've got 5 out of 8, 2, 2. So this is less than half, this is less than half, this is more than half. As a whole, it's a little less than half. But so it'll take a little while more, but that will definitely be done with plenty of time to spare. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.